Hi, it is Ashley Stahl, your resident career expert spokesperson, and I'm so excited to talk to you today about LinkedIn profiles and how you can make yours completely shine. Because let's face it, if you are not on LinkedIn, you are missing a massive opportunity and a huge party for your career. So, first things first, according to the research, the majority of recruiters are going to LinkedIn to find candidates or to confirm the work experience of candidates. It's so important that you have a shining LinkedIn profile, and also consider that there's a new feature on LinkedIn right now for you to press the button where you can toggle yourself on for opportunities. And LinkedIn has gone to pretty extreme measures to make sure that your current employer can't see you, that recruiters who work there can't see that you've toggled the on button for future opportunities. That way, you allow yourself to get found by recruiters, which is a big deal when it comes to having a really shining LinkedIn profile and opportunities come your way. So, first things first, when it comes to LinkedIn, it's all about the keywords. You've got to go crazy on keywords. So, you can use the summary at the top of your profile and a bio to really knock out a bunch of keywords. Really ask yourself, what are those buzzwords? What are those technologies or tools that the ideal job for you would be requiring of you? What are the tools or the skills that you are using right now in your current job that link to that? You want to make sure to put your skills in your profile so that recruiters, when they're doing a deep dive search on LinkedIn, and if you have that on button toggled for looking for work, will be able to easily find you, and that you'll stand out amongst a sea of so many candidates because of the keywords that you're using. And by the time they get to your profile, it's so important that you have not only a professional photo, that means not a little iPhone photo, um, nothing that you're cropping somebody out, or even worse, you're cropping your margarita out of the computer picture. You want to make sure that you are really intentional about your picture. Set aside some time to look professional, and even ask a friend, your parent, your roommate, whoever it is, to take a professional picture of you. And the great news is that the iPhone has incredible quality right now. It's all about the lighting, it's all about what you're wearing, it's all about your background. So there's always something good about finding some hedges in your backyard, having those behind you as the only backdrop of your picture, a big smile, looking approachable. And don't forget the importance also of having a background photo. You want your background photo to be something that really reflects who you are, makes your profile more inviting. And according to research, profiles are more viewed when they have both a personal photo and a background photo. So why not do that? The next piece of the puzzle is to think about your headline. So for me, you're going to see that it says career expert, author of the book U-Turn, host of the U-Turn podcast. And sometimes it's important, if you're a subject matter expert, to brand yourself in that way. But if you're in the workforce, I would recommend, instead of saying marketing manager or something like that, saying helping technology companies better market themselves to, whatever, being really, really specific on helping your ideal customer with your ideal result. It's so much better to have that tagline instead of just a little bit of a list of what your title is or your job, what you're doing in your job. Make it tighter. Another piece of the puzzle is creating blog content that you can share on LinkedIn, and not only blogging in an area that you think you'd like to position yourself as a subject matter expert, but remembering to hang out in the comments box and engaging with people, not only on your own blog content, but on blog content that you see out there. And brownie points to you if you want to find a LinkedIn group that you can join. That makes your profile get tons of more views, a lot more engagement from other people. And it's just really, really helpful for you to be connecting with people in LinkedIn groups within your niche, not just for your traffic, but for cold networking opportunities. So post blog content, engage in the comments. Don't just let your comments go out to dry, and engage on other people's blog posts. Be someone who's commenting and engaging with them there too. And then, of course, brownie points if you find a LinkedIn group of like-minded professionals that you can add value to. And the first thing to do when you're in a LinkedIn group that is within your niche It's just pay attention for a while. Don't contribute until you get the vibe of the group and you start asking yourself, how can I contribute to this group in an effective way? One way I love to see people contributing is perhaps they find new research or articles and they don't just post the article. That's kind of a limited drive-by, but instead they write what they think about the article briefly, like, hey, this article was super interesting. Have you guys seen it? Here's a couple takeaways from the article. What do you think? So not only are you posting a valuable piece of content for them, you're letting them know what you think, you're extracting a couple of takeaways. There's such a thought leadership value to being a curator, to being someone that can extract knowledge and share it with other people without just handing them an article to read. That is how you engage in a LinkedIn group, having a conversation in the comments box. And there's so much more to LinkedIn, but kind of going back to your profile, making sure that you remember that less is more under each job. So you don't want to have much more than 2 to 4 bullets under each job with high impact. So sometimes we have large paragraphs under, each job that we list on our LinkedIn. For me as an entrepreneur, it's a little bit different. I have the names of my companies and I'm just describing what my company does. But as a job seeker, you want to have 2 to 4 bullet points under each job that are super high impact. You want to pay attention to the verb that you're using at the beginning of each bullet. You don't want to use words like help, support, assist. Instead, use words like lead, author, co-manage, words that show impact and get it into the minds of the recruiters that you're a leader. And you want to try to quantify in your bullets however you've made results in your company. LinkedIn is a place to show results, show what you're doing, and make contact. So really lead with impact in that way. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you share relevant content, always engage in your homepage feed. These are different ways, in addition to LinkedIn groups and posting your own blog content, to just keep yourself being viewed on LinkedIn. It is a power tool for your career, and I advise you to always have a running list of professionals on LinkedIn that you would love to connect with and have a conversation with. And while LinkedIn is going to encourage you to direct message people on LinkedIn, I'm going to encourage you to actually instead find their email and send them a cold email, because let's face it, people's priorities are not as much in their LinkedIn inbox as they are in their email inbox. And that's where I want you to be networking. So have an awesome profile, work on that profile pic, keep those keywords going. And I am so excited to see you on LinkedIn. Be sure to add me, and I can't wait to connect with you on our next video.